No Time to Die, the latest film in the James Bond franchise, was Daniel Craig's last appearance as the British spy. Now the search is on for a new actor to appear in the next film. And Outlander star Sam Heughan's name had been among those rumored to star, but apparently Sam's no longer eligible to play the hero. In this video, let's look at what we know about the casting of the new James Bond. First off, Sam Heughan is no longer eligible to play Bond. Outlander star Sam had been in the running for the titular role of James Bond for months. He even auditioned for the role of the secret agent, but it seems like his dreams of becoming 007 could be over. Fans had been talking for years about how good of a choice he'd be for the role, but just recently it's been confirmed that he won't be taking up the role after a strict mandate from the producers. Entertainment reporter Ross King just revealed that Eon Productions are currently searching for actors in their 30s or below to take on the iconic role. The actor, who's now 42, is apparently too old to be considered. The Hollywood expert also said that the reason for this choice is because the producers want someone young to carry the franchise across multiple films in future years. So sadly, Heughan has also been ruled out as an option, but we still have some very promising leads for the role. Let's take a look at them. Next up, Henry Cavill is also a potential pick for the role. Henry has certainly come a long way from his Hotel Laguna days, yet when we recall his early 2005 audition against Daniel Craig for the titular role of James Bond, he was called a little chubby by the director of Casino Royale. Back then, the actor hadn't been awarded the final prize due to his physique, and now 15 years later, fate has come full circle. He has now become the one to lead the roster for the next 007 castings. Until now, Idris Elba, who's otherwise known for his MCU role in the Thor franchise, was favored over the rest of the actors in the running. These included Tom Hardy, Tom Holland, and of course Cavill. However, the directors are most likely looking at someone who'd be the perfect fit to shoulder the franchise for at least the next decade or more. And so, as the criteria suggests, the actor would have to be closer to the age of rising newcomer Regé-Jean Page, rather than Elba, who's almost 50. Alternatively, is Cavill's involvement inevitable? Right now, Henry seems to be a pretty solid pick for the role, but a new update from the producers of the franchise may suggest otherwise. Just recently, Barbara Broccoli, who's the producer of the series, has confirmed that the canon will now be establishing an actor of color as their lead. Whether that'll be in the capacity of the character himself or as a reboot of the entire franchise, witnessing the commitment through generations still remains to be seen. So as of now, this news clears up at least a handful of the current running candidates from the betting pool. This includes fan favorites such as Tom Hardy, Tom Holland, and of course Henry. As the team widens its search for a new face and a younger actor, the chances of the 34-year-old British actor Regé-Jean Page are looking really good. Although if we stick to the criteria that are being delved out by the franchise, the lead for Bond 26 might even be required to be younger than 30. This is probably because they want to carry it into its next era of evolution, lasting at least a decade or so. What's more, a female Bond was announced for the Casino Royale remake in Japan. While the Bond bosses have been super quiet about the film series, fans in Japan have just learned about a brand new female Bond coming in 2023. Just a while ago, the first new actor to play James Bond was announced in Japan only, and it happens to be a woman named Suzuho Makise. Turns out James Bond's getting a brand new Casino Royale adaptation on theater stages in spring next year. It's based on Ian Fleming's original literary work and will employ an entirely female cast. This includes the Takarazuka Revue, an all-female theater troupe that was established in 1913. As is tradition, women play all the roles here. Japan also has an all-male theater group known as Kabuki, which does the same but in reverse. These acting troupes are very similar to the Lord Chamberlain's Men, an all-male British acting troupe that still works today. This version of James Bond will be the first time the character has been portrayed by a woman, but it isn't the first time 007 has been a female. Fans may remember that in No Time to Die, Lashana Lynch's character Nomi was given the mantle of 007 after Bond took a leave. She eventually returned the code name to James by the end of the movie though. Moving on, what do we know about Season 7 of Outlander? People have been itching to know more about Sam Heughan in Outlander next. And well, honestly, there still isn't much that's been revealed about the production of Season 7, but we do know that it began this year in May. This means it could possibly wrap up completely by fall 2022 2022, October or November. Meryl Davis, an executive producer on the show, also spoke to Digital Spy about this earlier. She said they're currently in the process of filming, and so she can't be sure of when it would air. There'll probably be a post-production period after filming as well. Meryl also revealed that the team was on a typical schedule, meaning filming was taking place regularly, and they were keen on finishing as quickly as they could. So, keeping this in mind, we think it's safe to say that Season 7 will likely come out sometime near the end of this year or early next year. That isn't such a long wait. Sometimes shows even premiere at a time when all the episodes aren't fully complete, so that possibility can occur as well. Let's keep our fingers crossed and hope for the best. And now for some other related news. First up, Sam delights Outlander fans with a Clan Fraser house tour ahead of Season 7. Sam recently gave fans a sneak peek behind the scenes of the filming of Season 7 through Outlander's official Twitter account. It posted a video of the 42-year-old actor dressed up as the Highland Warrior as he showed fans around the big house on set. Alongside the clip, the account wrote that there's no place like the Frasers' home. He later quoted the tweet, joking that he's not sure he actually showed much of the house, alongside laughing and facepalm emojis. He also showed the surgery, joking that he isn't normally allowed to enter it without Katrina Balfe. Adding to this, he said that it's where she discovered penicillin and started using ether. Fans were delighted at the behind-the-scenes preview and had enthusiastic reactions to it. Next up, Sophie Skelton discusses an Outlander moment that made her cry. Looking back on the previous season, Katrina and her on-screen daughter, Sophie Skelton, sat down to talk to fans. On their Instagram Live, straight from the set, the two answered questions that the viewers had for them. During the session, Sophie Skelton talked about the moment that made her burst into tears. She said that when you act sometimes, you stimulate certain emotions in your body. And while you know you're pretending, sometimes your body doesn't. One such instance happened when Sophie's character had to confront a character that had raped her. The scene is a critical moment in the story where Brianna goes to meet her abuser in jail. Bonnet's character is malicious and cunning, so she has to hold her ground and not falter at his sight. Sophie describes that moment as so brutal that she sobbed uncontrollably when the filming stopped. Nobody knew what to do because it was sudden, but Marzi Almas came to her rescue. While actors make it look effortless on screen, it's surprising to see the toll it can sometimes take on them. Lastly, Katrina is taking a break from filming Season 7. Fans are anticipating the drop of Season 7 as soon as possible, but it seems like filming is halting momentarily. Katrina and Sam have been hard at work, preparing the well-loved show for its next season, but the former recently took to Instagram to announce her break. For someone who's been working tirelessly to give us the hit show, we'd say a break was very much deserved for the actress. The Irish beauty took a relaxing trip to England while shooting for the next season. A short vacation in the Cotswolds appeared to give her a moment of fresh air as she posed casually for Instagram in her comfortable sweater and loose pants. Fans came in droves to wish her a relaxing time off, while co-stars shared their love for her. We can't wait till next season comes out. Can you? And that's a wrap for this video. What are your thoughts on Sam not playing the next James Bond? Who would you like to see in the role? Let us know in the comments below. Do give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to our channel, and hit the bell notification for similar videos. See you in the next one.